already know me, my name is Jaden, and I'll be presenting my TED Talk today. I have a question for you. Why do kids hate school so much? Is it the teachers? Are they just bad at it in general? I have an answer for you. There are 4 main reasons why kids hate school. The main reasons are too many tests, no fun, no personal freedoms, and too much homework. When a teacher adds more fun to a lesson, the student is most likely to remember it. What if a teacher does not add any more fun? If it's just a boring lecture, note-taking, the student is least likely to remember what they learned that day. Most teachers don't realize their teaching is not always understandable. I don't know if you remember this, but in 8th period Ms. Trice's class, one day our class got in trouble, and our teacher made us write everything on the slideshow that day. How many of you in 8th period remembered what you learned that day? The next day, she brought up masks. How many of you remembered about what you learned that day? When I learned, like the day before when we got in trouble, I honestly don't remember what I learned. But the next day, I remember we learned about Milo the dog and how cruel he was to China. In a survey of 37 people, 51.3 say that school is too hard or too easy. That's really bad. 48.6 say it's average, that there's no problem with the learning. 16.2 say they love school. That's bad. 24.3 say they hate school. Only 46.8 say they sometimes like school. That's even worse. 45.9 say they like being greeted at the door, which is good because students need to be approached easily. But only 54% don't like it. My call to action for you is teachers. You can take a little bit of time out of your lessons and change it to a skit. Or you can add costumes or just put a little fun into it. Students, you can go up to your teachers before or after class and say that you would like to help teach the class the next day. Maybe it's a little understandable for a student that their age to teach another student the exact age for a lesson. Every so often, the teacher can give a test to see if the student is enjoying school or if they need to change something in their lesson.